Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a 6x8 layout, but it's a flip layout here. So that's why it looks a little oddly shaped. And I have dropped all of my photos in where I think I want them, just for design purposes to help me figure out what do I want to do with this. So I have two photos on the front. I have all of these here. I slipped in the receipt here. This is a background from the next page, so that will not necessarily be the background here, although the green would match, maybe. And then here, this again is also the back side. I need a food-related card here, and I would like one with journaling, because I do have things to say. My friend who lives there, we went out to eat after going to the Harry Potter store, and she picked this place because she loves it, and she wasn't wrong. It was fantastic. The only thing we ended up not liking was for this dessert, it had 2 scoops of lemon here and mango. The mango was delicious. The lemon was not. It was not good. I don't know what was wrong with that flavor, but it didn't taste like lemon. It tasted like something else. I don't know, but it wasn't good. But I want to write about the fact that, she loved it and recommended some dishes, and they were all fantastic. And that it was fun to eat outside in New York and have that experience when it's something I don't get every day. So I definitely want something with journaling for here. When I was looking at the front of this, I took out the photos because I know I'll have to be doing something with them. I think it's going to end up being this one. I think I want to use some letter stickers to write Thai Villa on there. It's actually on there, but it's so dark on the window you can't really see it. And I think it would give it a nice pop of color to have that on there. And given what is in this pocket and then what will be under here, I think green might be a good option if I can find one that's bright enough. I wouldn't want like a hunter green necessarily. I think it would blend in too much. I do also have the option where maybe I could just do like a strip of white cardstock here and then do the letters on top of it to bring in more definition. I'm not sure. I think the first thing I need to do though is look through my letter stickers, because I know I have green, but I don't remember what sizes they are. Do I have something small enough that will even fit there? I don't know, so I better look. I've pulled out some options here. I have these, which are old stickers by SEI, so that tells you they're very old. But I love them, and I would use all the lowercase. These are too big, but if I could fit in these, that would probably be just fine. And then I also have these, never been used, from Cocoa Daisy. These are a little bit darker than what I was thinking. I like this lighter green, but I feel like if I put them on a white background, I could make that doable. So I have those as well, and I like the size of them. And then I was desperately trying to find any way that I could use these. These are acetate alphas from Ellie Studio. And in here they look super dark. However, when you take them out and put them against white, they show up quite nicely. They're still dark, but they show up nicely against white. And I was thinking, ooh, I could do it here. I can't. These are way too big. There's no way I could fit Thai Villa or Thai food there. I could do just Thai, but I don't really like that. So I'm kind of sad because I was really hoping I could make these work, but I think they're really just too big. I'm really liking the look of these. So I have cut down a piece of cardstock to 3 inches across, and I want to just try these and see if I can space them correctly and how it's going to be if I have 2 layers, because that's where the concern comes is it going to be too high and too small for the space? So I'm going to try that first and then hold it up there and just see what I can do. And if it really is smushed and doesn't work, then I'll probably have to switch to these. All right, couple of things here. I added this on and it's quite large. However, I feel like if I trim down the white even more and get it real close, I could scooch this down a little bit if I wanted, and then I wouldn't use the entire white side to side. I think that's too much, but if I kind of cut it like this and then put it on, it might work. Secondly, holy cow, these stickers stink. And I don't mean they suck, I mean they stink as in they smell really bad. The packaging has that weird, overpowering, plasticky smell. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know how I never noticed it. Maybe I've actually never taken these out of the package until now. But how do I get rid of that? Do I just have to let it sit out in the open air until it dissipates? I mean, oh my God, it just knocked me over when I opened the package. And I haven't had that happen in a long time, but this was pretty horrendous. Okay, so I cut this down. I have it where I want it here, and I actually trimmed off both the sides and the top and bottom, so now it fits a little bit more nicely in there. It's still a little closer to the bottom than I would like, but I'm going to go with it. And then when I saw it, I decided to flip these two photos. I thought originally I wanted this one at the top because it's like a book. You want the title to be at the top of the page, but it's scrapbooking. It's a free-for-all. I don't have to do that. So I'm going to keep this down here. I'm going to put this one up top, and I like that better, that these greens are diagonal from each other. Now I can move on to the inside where I can do some more things that are actually food themed. Like I said, this will go here, but for now, I'm just going to put it over here until I decide what I'm doing there. But for all the rest of these, I have pulled out my food-related cards because I need one for here. And then I have a bag full of food-related ephemera and wood veneer and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. So I will look through there as well to see what I can find that might match what I've got going here. But I think the first thing I want to do is take out my cards and look at those to see, do I have something that is color appropriate? I've already made some changes to this layout. When I went in my cards, I decided I wanted to use this one because there was nothing in green that I thought went with what I had here. And so I thought, well, the safe bet is black and white. So I picked this one out first and I thought, okay, we're good. That goes with everything I have. But then I found a different card in there and I really want to use it. So I had to make a change. And I'm going to show you it. It's actually out here. I want to use this one that says you can't live life, or you can't live a full life on an empty stomach. And I realized it's navy and there's navy in the plates. And actually, you know what? Looking at this now, I might switch these back. Then the green's next to each other, but I don't know that I like the blue next to each other. I don't know. I can shuffle photos any way I want, but I definitely want to use this card. So I have that. I still have to figure out a background for my receipt. I may actually just cheat and use what's there and like scooch it over. Maybe this way so it's not right up next to the white. And just do something over here to make that blend together. That does mean though I have to lose this photo, but it's okay. It was just the inside while we were waiting to get seated outside. Yeah, you can see my friend in it a little bit, but there's also this random stranger here. So I think if I just have the one that says Thai Villa, it's probably okay. When I was going through my food embellishment stuff, I was looking at these and I still may use something from there. I'm not sure, but I found these chipboard pieces from an Allie Edwards food set. And I think I want to use both of these, especially because I said, you know, the actual meal part was great, the dessert, not so much. Then I can use both of these. Otherwise, I don't know how I would use a not good one, because generally when I do food, I'm scrapping, yummy, it was delicious, very good, not that it's very bad. So I think I'm going to use these though. And I think maybe the white one I will pop out and put at the bottom. Now it's white on white, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. I may have to do a semicircle of some type in a different color and layer it. I'm not sure. But the green one I can definitely use here at the bottom. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I've come up with something that will work. I wanted to bring in more of that navy since I have it in the dishes and I use that navy card on the front. So I just grabbed a piece of navy cardstock. This actually has some texture. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up very well, but it's there. And then I decided to just punch out a semicircle, and I used my EK Success 1 1/4 inch punch. So that's the size I used. And what I'm going to do is just adhere this on there close, fairly close to the top. And yeah, so it's evenly spaced, and then I'll just cut off the little bit that I don't, oh, wait a minute. I was gonna totally cut it off, but maybe I can do that and then put a staple in it. Ooh, I kind of like that idea. I think I'm gonna go with that. All right, so I have all that set out and I'm happy with it. These two are actually glued down in the pockets already. For this one, I think I'm going to do a strip of washi right here, and I actually have this navy and white stripe. It's a little bit thicker than I would like, but I didn't have anything else that was kind of in a neutral pattern. Everything was a little too sort of themed, and I didn't know that that would work. So I think I'm going to go with this one. You know, actually, before I say that, I did have one that had a pattern, and I think it was supposed to be like Moroccan or something, but now I'm wondering, would it work with these dishes? I'm going to grab it and come back. This was the other one I was considering, and it's a little too light compared to the dark navies here, and when I see the patterns, they definitely clash, so that's not going to work. So I'm back to the stripe, which is fine. So I think I'm just going to go like this and do it a little bit more towards the top, although this is covering part of the amount there, so I want to rip that down a little bit. There we go. But I want this a little more to the top because I had more empty space there. And then I think I want to try to find an embellishment that I can overlap. If I can't find one, it's fine because I have these two, but I feel like it needs something. I'm just not sure. So I decided I didn't need something here after all, but then I need something here. And I have a piece of chipboard I want to use. I like the one that says love this. Actually, this one would work too. But I wanted to use this one, and I was trying to figure out a way where I could hang it off the edge of the top so that it looks like a semicircle like the rest of these. And I could do it. There's enough room to cut it off. I'm just worried about the actual cutting part. I've never really done that with chipboard. I've done it with enamel dots, and the edge was mostly clean. It was just a little jagged. And I'm worried that that will happen with this, but I think maybe I'm willing to give it a try. Ta-da! It worked. I actually took off about half of the layers of the chipboard to make it thinner, and I think that helped with the cutting process because it really didn't take much for me to be able to chop it off. And I just used these junky old scissors I have from Stampin' Up. It's what I use to cut anything that might be sticky or get the blades gross because I don't care. And you know what? It came off pretty cleanly, and I'm happy with that. I decided that since I was so close to having it completely done, I might as well do the journaling. So I did that too, and it's in there. There we go, sliding around a little bit. But now everything is done, and I love it. So happy to be able to get this one in my album. So here's another one finished for New York. Thanks for watching.